Gary Kipple, the quarterback. Billy Sims, the deep back, and the toss to Sims. Coming to the near sideline. Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Friends, it's your pal Detroit Mike back again. Last year I had the picks right. It was 6-10. Maybe mixed up a couple of games, wins and losses here and there, but we ended the season strong with 4 wins. So I'm very excited about that because I'll tell you what, I am hungover. Not from drinking, but from 30 years of horrible football from my Detroit Lions. But this year, I really think we're going to turn the corner. We've got a great nucleus, and if we can keep Matthew Stafford healthy, we can connect with Calvin Johnson as many times as he needs to. Nate Burleson, Brandon Pettigrew, what a great offense. The offensive line, like I said, can keep him healthy, and Javid Best doesn't fall apart. Our offense is going to be great. I am not worried about the defense. People are talking about our secondary is suspect. Well, yes, perhaps, but when a quarterback has less than 2 seconds to deliver the ball, I'm not so worried about our secondary anymore. Ndamukong Suh is going to continue on his path of righteousness, and he will eat quarterbacks all season long, as he did last year. Well, I'll just leave you with this, with my opening here. Quote of the year, Ndamukong Suh, when asked recently, does he think he's a dirty player? And he said, I'll think I'm a dirty player when my mama tells me I'm a dirty player. Week 1, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Good team. They're not a bad team at all, but I tell you also what they're not. They're not good enough to beat the Lions. Not even at Raymond James Stadium. Not even with Josh Freeman going bonkers, because the Lions, they're on such a high from the last 4 games of last season, and people say, yes, the preseason doesn't mean anything, but they're 4-0 there. They're riding high, and they're going to go down there. It's going to be a good game, but the Lions are going to squeak it out with a late touchdown from Matthew Stafford to, I'm going to say, Brandon Pettigrew, and win Week 1 on the road. Kansas City Chiefs. Really? I know you guys, you know, they win the division last year, but the AFC West, you know, come on. Yeah, they're not a bad team either, but also not good enough to come into Ford Field and beat these Detroit Lions. Not going to happen. The Chiefs are going to be running around looking for the Lone Ranger, and I tell you what, Kemosabe's not going to be there to save them this time. Lions win Week 2 at home, home opener. Kansas City Chiefs, go away. Week 3 at Minnesota. I don't even know where they're playing this game. I don't know if they inflated the roof up there yet, you know, or the stadium's just completely falling apart, or if they're going to play in a backyard sandlot, whatever. Donovan McNabb, hang him up. You know, maybe he will after this game, you know. He's going to get put on his back way too many times. I think the Lions roll in Minnesota Week 3. At Dallas, what is this, Week 4 now?
Yeah.
You know, Dallas, they've got a lot to prove. They've got chips on all their shoulders, you know, the whole 53-man roster, because of their underachievement last year. I think this is going to be a tough one. It's going to be a good game, but I really think the Cowboys are going to pull this one out. Lions go home 3-1 to start the season. Monday Night Football, Week 5, the Chicago Bears. There's a reason why the Bears rhymes with who cares. Anyways, there hasn't been a Monday Night Football game in Detroit for over a decade. That's all the town is talking about right now. Lions could start fans in this game and they would still win, because that's how pumped we are. I think it'll be a decent game. The first half will be kind of close, but in the second half, I look for the fourth quarter to be Sean Hill at quarterback, because the Lions are up by 30 points and they sit Stafford down, and the Lions are going to roll. It's Monday Night Football. Oh, Jim Harbaugh. You were one of my favorite quarterbacks for the Michigan Wolverines.
Bears.
They're going to win their division out there. Their division sucks too, just like the Chiefs division does. But this Alex Smith thing at quarterback, that's not doing anything for you. Lions roll week 6 against San Francisco. You know, Matt Ryan, Matty Ice as they call him, he's good, and he's got a great supporting cast around him. Their defense has gotten a little better. Atlanta's a lot of people's picks for the Super Bowl, and I don't blame anybody for picking them for that, because they're a damn good team. The Lions are also going to be a damn good team this year, but not quite a damn good enough team to beat the Atlanta Falcons. Lions lose at home to the Falcons. Sorry, guys. All right, Lions take a road trip to Denver. Denver, wow, what a train wreck Denver is. Kind of reminds me of my Lions just a few years ago. Kyle Orton, okay. Who's that other idiot? Brady Quinn. He might be starting. Tim Tebow. Oh, please put him out there. Please put Tim Tebow out there. Let Ndamukong Suh take him down to the point where he's actually praying on the field. They roll. Lions roll in Denver. After the bye week, coming to Chicago, where we have not won 3 years in a row. Believe me, I know, I was at all 3 of those games. We redeem ourselves. So we come back to Soldier Field and we beat the Bears for the 2nd time this season. We'll beat them both times, and that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. See what I'm talking about? Enemy territory. See, I'm surprised I'm not getting hit with anything right now. Carolina Panthers come to Detroit and remind us all of who we were when we drafted Joey Harrington. Because they'll be starting this Cam Newton fellow. Maybe, you know, if I can get his dad $200,000 before the game, you know, he'll make sure his son, you know, throws 6 or 7 interceptions rather than just the 5 that he's going to have against us. Not running away from the Sioux train, man. It's not happening. This is going to be an absolute roll. This is going to be embarrassing for the Carolina Panthers. Lions destroy the Carolina Panthers and Cam friggin' Newton. Okay, kiddies, it's Turkey Day, and Aaron Rodgers and friends are coming to town to ruin another Thanksgiving for us Detroit fans. They are, after all, the Super Bowl champions, and they could quite possibly repeat. They are that good. I don't like saying that. I don't like the Packers. I like cheese, but I don't like the Packers. It'll be a pretty good game, but we're going to lose. Deal with it. All right, then what do we got? 9 days, 10 days before going down to New Orleans after Thanksgiving. They'll be pretty bummed out about that Thanksgiving loss, and then we go down and have to face Drew Brees. He's going to expose the same things that Aaron Rodgers did the week before on Thanksgiving. And I'm sorry, friends, we're going to go down to New Orleans, and we are going to go down. The Saints take that game. Yeah. Lions sweep the Vikings this year again. That's, you know, that's what's going to happen. I don't see the Vikings have any chance. Donovan McNabb at that point will probably be either in a hospital bed or retired, or Brandon Webb or Steve Webb or whoever Webb that jackass was last year that finished the season. The Vikings don't scare me at all. Lions win. Another interesting trip out west, this time to Oakland, where the team seems to be just as crazy as their owner. I think they're going to be pretty decent, and you know, Raider Nation and all that garbage. It's a tough environment to go into, but the Lions will be seasoned by then, all lathered up and ready to go in there and show them what they got. And I think the Lions go to Oakland and they take that game. Ho ho ho! Merry lose. Okay, come on. It's the Chargers, and in December, the Chargers, since Noah Turner has been their coach, are 15-2 in December, and those 2 losses came last year. That trend's going to continue, folks. Sorry. Merry effing Christmas. The Lions lose. Well, folks, Week 17, the Green Bay Packers. Well, we lost on Thanksgiving, we lost on Christmas Eve, and you know what? We're going to lose on New Year's Day. We'll be vying for a playoff spot via the wild card, and I believe we're going to get it with a 10-6 record. Could look like a preseason game. Either way, the Lions lose, but 10-6 on the season, and I say they make the playoffs. Locker room speech to the Lions. I would say very little, to be honest with you, because these guys are pumped. They're charged. They know what they need to do. I would just kind of tell them, boys, the table is set. Dinner's cooked. Have at it. Eat. Do what you need to do. It's time to just take care of business and finally earn the respect for the team and for guys like me who followed and loved this team for 30 years. Come on, it's time to turn the page, guys. Turn the page, win some games, get to the playoffs. Do it for us, guys like me. Come on, go. Go! Lions!